My name is Henry Adams, and I'm Director of Trust and Safety at Resolver. That's an intelligence company that operates all over the world to protect users, community leaders, and platforms from harm. Such a difficult question because I've got so many amazing gaming memories. But I'll tell you this one. When I was growing up, I was looking over the shoulder of my cousin who was playing Age of Empires 2, and it had just come out. And there was this amazing moment where I was enjoying not just the history, the tactical gameplay, the resource management, but the real moment for me is when he handed me the mouse and keyboard and said, "Now you have a go, Henry." And that, for me, is a memory that's stuck through every new game I've played in the 25 years since that game was released. And actually, funnily enough for me, not only do I keep repeating that experience, but I'm still playing that game 25 years later, most weekends with my oldest friends. And that continuity for me is just amazing. Digital leaders in games, I think, have never been more important. You know, I remember the days when if you wanted to find a novel way to play a game, a new tactic, or even a really fun cheat, you had to buy the guide or you had to buy the magazine. We've moved on a lot since then, and now whole communities thrive online, not just around the game and the gameplay, but grow well beyond the bounds of the game itself. That's a wonderful thing, but it also means we now have a real duty for stewardship to keep those communities healthy and to make us thrive, and for that we need leaders. So gaming communities come in all different sizes and shapes, and that's a wonderful thing. What it means in practice is that some studios are investing very heavily in direct community orientation, support and training. Others simply don't have the resources. What I think is so fantastic about what we're building here is that this is across the board foundational training for wherever you operate, whoever you're operating with experience coming from those that have not just seen this work, but have done this work and can bring that experience and that wisdom for tomorrow's generation of leaders. Sometimes community leadership is about the many, actually, not the few. You know, I spent a lot of time watching streamed gaming content, and I remember one particular time when the streamer themselves, as is all too often, was streaming a little too long, playing a little too much. And actually it was, yes, the mods, but actually all of us as a community watching who were saying, "Hey, your voice is almost gone. Maybe you should take a step back. We'll be back, we'll join you." And actually it was a really nice example of the whole community showing leadership, and exactly the kind of thing that is great to see day in and day out. The most exciting thing about this program for me is that, honestly, so much of this for years was you figure it out on your own. And maybe you figure it out with a couple of people that have done similar stuff before. But the reality is we're not a maturing industry, we're not a just starting out, we're really well established, and it's time we came together in a much stronger fashion. That's it for me.